Hello friend, welcome to your practice. Today's going to be pretty simple. It's going to be a sun salutation A based flow. We're going to add some stuff to it. We're going to be holding some poses for a while. Today's focus is really going to be mindful yoga today. Really pay attention to the small little tiny things and try to focus all of your mental energy into what you're physically doing. That's what yoga is all about, is that connection between mind and body. So today we're going to kind of get back to basics and check in with who we are and really feel those poses that maybe we take for granted sometimes. So get ready to breathe and hold some poses today. My breaths are going to be, my own breaths. So if I say 10 breaths and, you're done, then go ahead and move on. Move at your own pace. I hope you enjoyed today's flow. All right, we're gonna start with just warming up. Find your place on your mat. Today we're not gonna push. Today's about feeling your whole body. Where does your body connect with itself? Where are you touching yourself? Where is your body touching the ground? How does one side differ from the other side? How does that relate to life sometimes? So while we're just rolling out our wrists a little bit, stretching out our backs a little bit, just getting in the zone, let's think about that. How does life differ sometimes from one day to the next? One mood to the next, one moment to the next. So today we're just going to focus on how things feel. Breathe in, reach all the way up. Bring your hands down to prayer center right in front of your heart. Breathe in, reach all the way up again. Bring your palms down. Reach all the way up. Keep your palms together, bring them all the way down to heart center. Today we're going to be working on a sun salutation A variation. So exhale down to forward fold. Stay here for just a few breaths. Just breathe. Focus on your intention. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale up to flat back. And we're going to be holding this flat back for a few breaths. Remember, just feel your body. Where are you at right now? Keep focus on your breathing. We're going to exhale all the way back to plank. We're going to hold this for a few breaths. Check in with ourselves. How do our hands feel touching our mat? And when you're ready, we're going to exhale all the way down to Chaturanga Dandasana, or a low plank. Stay here, focus on your breaths. This one's a little bit harder to hold, but that's okay. Do the best you can. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale all the way to an upward facing dog. We're going to hold this, really push the top of our feet down to our mat and feel that. What does that feel like? Point your head all the way back. And when you're ready, all the way back to our first downward facing dog. Feel all the muscles being engaged. Focus on your breath. Really look up at your belly button. Drive your heels down to your mat. And focus on your breath. And when you're ready, make your way to the top. Inhale up to a flat back, shoulders and everything nice and flat. Hold it there for a few breaths. Remember, we're just warming up. We're just holding these poses so we can feel how they are. And then we're going to exhale down to a forward fold again. Remember, we're just going to feel how these poses are. How are they right now? Just breathe. Try not to push yourself. And when you're ready, inhale, reach all the way up, as tall as you can reach. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. We're going to reach up as we inhale, and we're going to exhale and open up to a mini back bend. Oh, inhale all the way back up, back to heart center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to forward fold. We're going to move a little faster. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale back to plank. Try to rotate what foot is stepping back when you step back to plank. We're going to stay in this plank for a few breaths. Really engage our core. Stay focused on our breathing. What do your feet feel like driving themselves down into the floor? What do your hands feel like pushing against the floor? And when you're ready, on your last breath, exhale all the way down to Chaturanga. Inhale up to an upward facing dog. And we're going to exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Just moving with our breath. Exhale your left leg into the sky. Inhale it all the way up to your forehead. Inhale up. Exhale to your forehead. That's what I meant to say. Inhale up one more time. And exhale all the way up. Back to downward facing dog. Lift up your right. Inhale. Exhale, right leg to your forehead. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right leg to forehead, right knee. Inhale one more time. Exhale that right knee to your forehead. And settle back into your downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. How do you feel? Don't push it. Just stay right where you feel comfortable and focus on your breathing. Make your way up to the top of your mat. Flat back. Exhale all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach all the way up, palms together, and drag them down to prayer center. Inhale all the way up. This time reach forward and really bend your upper back. Cross your shoulders and really reach forward. Inhale your hands all the way up. Exhale down to heart center. Inhale all the way up again. Now forward fold. Exhale all the way down. Gonna inhale up to flat back. Exhale back to plank. We're going to lift up our left leg this time as we hold plank. Focus on your breath, maybe 3, maybe 5 breaths. Keep that left leg parallel to the floor. Point your foot all the way back. Stay focused on your breathing. Keep your core nice and tight. What do your hands feel like touching the ground? And just breathe. And when you're ready, lower down. Keep your leg lifted all the way until you shift up to your upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog again. This time we're going to lift our leg all the way up and we're going to step it all the way through between our hands. Keep your palms down and inhale all the way up to a low lunge. You can bring your hands down to heart center if you want. I'm going to stay here for just a few breaths. Really fall into this pose. Drive your heel back. Keep your knee over your front ankle. And just stay breathing. And when you're ready, make your way back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. And when you're ready, make your way up to the top. Make your way just like you have been. Exhale to forward fold. You're going to inhale all the way up. This time we're going to twist to the left. So bring your hands to prayer. Inhale all the way up again. And we're just going to twist over to the left. Open your arms and just twist to the left. Inhale, arms back up to center. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale your hands all the way up. Exhale down to a forward fold. How does it feel now versus when you started? Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale back to your plank. This time lift your right leg. What feels different from your right side to your left side? Stay breathing. Focus on driving that right leg all the way back. And when you're ready, with your breathing, I want you to slowly drop all the way down to Chaturanga and make your way all the way back to your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg this time. Step your right leg through. Inhale all the way up. I'm keeping my hands at heart center. I'm going to stay here and breathe. Maybe reach my arms up. And just focus on the connection your feet are making to your mat. Drive your heel down. Keep your knee over your right ankle. Exhale down. Make your way all the way back to a downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. In between breaths, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale down to plank. Now we're going to change it up. We're going to go inhale to a side plank. Over to your left side, you're reaching your right arm all the way up. You're lifting your right hip all the way into the sky. And you're focusing on your breathing. You're strong. You're engaging your core. How does that feel? Exhale all the way down to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. You're going to lift your left leg all the way up. This time you're going to step through to warrior one. So you're going to seal down that pinky edge of your foot, your back foot, and really drive your feet down to the ground. How does this feel different from a low lunge? Can you extend your heel back while keeping your pinky edge of your foot down? Keep that knee above your front ankle and just focus on your breath. Exhale all the way down, all the way back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths and make your way up to the top. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. We're going to make our way all the way back up. Inhale, reach all the way up, really stretch. Exhale, hands and heart center. Inhale all the way up. This time we're going to reach over to the right side, really stretching the left side of our body. Reach all the way up. Hands to prayer. Reach all the way up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale to plank. Inhale over to the right side now. Reaching your other arm all the way up. We're in a side plank, focusing on our breath. Lifting your hip to the sky, lifting your right arm all the way up. Left arm, I'm sorry. And focus on your breath. And when you're ready, exhale all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Then we're going to exhale to downward facing dog. Stay here for a couple breaths. Now step your right leg through. Adjust so your warrior one has your back foot sealed down, driving your heel back. Make sure you're standing directly over your ankle on your front leg, and focus on your breath. Keep your arms up, prayer center, wherever you want. This is your practice. How does it feel from this side to the other? Make your way back to downward facing dog. And focus on your breaths. How does it feel different now than your first downward dog? Make your way up to the top of your mat. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale down to forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Now reach all the way over to the other side, reaching over to the left side. Arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to stretch our spine in all 6 ways. So we're going to inhale and exhale and do a little mini back bend. Then we're going to inhale our arms all the way back up and back down to heart center. Inhale all the way up. And now we're going to bend our back forward, just the upper back. Focus on the upper back. And then come back to heart prayer center. Breathe all the way in. Twist over to the right. Come back to center. And bring your hands down to heart center. Reach all the way up. Now twist the other way. Hands all the way back to center and bring them down to your heart. Reach all the way up. Reach over to the left side, up and over your body. Hands to center, down to your heart. Reach all the way up and over to the other side. Hands back to center and down to your heart. It's important for us to move our spine in all 6 different directions that we can. So when you're ready, and however you feel appropriate, let's make our way down to all 4. Keep our knees directly underneath our hips, not too wide, just exactly symmetrical as we can get them. We're going to work on some cat-cow here. So we want to breathe in and drive our belly button down, and exhale and drive our spine all the way up. As we inhale, we look all the way up. As we exhale, we look up at our belly button. And we keep doing this. Inhale. Exhale, reach your spine up. Inhale, drop your belly button. Exhale, stay here for a second. Inhale, reach your spine up. And complete this breath, stay here. And now exhale all the way up. Inhale, stay there. And move through those cat-cows however you feel you want to. This is a great way to really open up our spine in both different directions. How does it feel when you reach your spine to the ceiling? And how does it feel when you reach your belly button to the floor? How does your spine feel different? Take a little second, maybe move side to side, have some free movement here. Roll your hips a little bit maybe. And I want you to step your left leg back just a little bit, so that way you can make way for your right leg to step forward. And I really want you to have kind of a low lunge here. Really want you to stay connected. So your back leg is down on this lunge. Your right leg has come up through your hands. Maybe your leg's on the outside of your hands. Kind of like a lizard pose. This is your time to feel your body. That's what today's practice is all about. Focus on the sensations. Breathe through the uncomfortable sensations. Where do you feel pleasant sensations? Where are you feeling no sensations? Really take time to feel your body. Try to keep your hips as squared as possible. If you notice yourself needing an adjustment, make the adjustment. Stay focused on your breath. Stay present in this moment. And when you're ready, just rock back and lift your front foot. Keep your heel on the ground and reach down. Just bend forward over your leg. In this runner's pose. And just breathe. Your hip might be directly over your knee. Your forehead might be directly over your front knee. But really try to focus on pulling your toes as far up as you can. And when you're ready, let's switch sides. Step your left leg up. You can stay between your hands if you want, or you can step to the outside of your hands and be in a lizard pose variation. You can keep your hands on the ground. You can lower all the way down to your forearms. And if you're super bendy, stretchy, you can lay all the way down and put your chest down if you can. But this time is yours. How does it feel different now? Does it feel different from this side to the other side? If you need to drop down, you can drop down. But stay here for 7-10 breaths. Really focus on breathing. Again, remind yourself of those sensations. How do they feel different on this side? Where are you feeling no sensations? Stay focused on your breath. Stay focused on the places that are really stretching. Don't distract yourself. Put all your energy, all your thought, all your focus on just breathing. That's it. Feeling the air enter your lungs. Feeling the air leave your lungs. When you breathe in, remind yourself that you are here. And when you breathe out, remind yourself that you are now. When you're ready, slowly rock your hips all the way back. Keep your feet in the same position they are, but rock your hips all the way back, and now lean forward and really reach over that front leg. Point your toes to the sky in a runner's position, in a runner's stretch. Really stretching that left hamstring. Just for a few breaths. How does it feel different? Make your way back to all four for just a second. And I want you to step your right leg up. Except step it over to the opposite side. We're going to move into a half pigeon. So your right leg is all the way up. Your right shin should be parallel. Left leg is reaching all the way back, straight back. And I want you to just lay over the front of your mat. You can go down as far as you need to. But now's the time for you to really focus on your breath. Focus on your intentions. As you breathe in, remind yourself that you are right here. And as you breathe out, remind yourself that you are right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are right here. You are right now. You are right here. You are right now. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in. I am right here. Breathe out. I am right now. Breathe in. You are right here. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath in. Hold it. And exhale. Breathe in, lift yourself up. Nice straight back. Try to really open up your chest. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. Step your left leg up, maybe walk it across, and then lay your left knee down. Keep your left shin as parallel to the front of your mat as possible. And with your breath, exhale over your front leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are right here. You are right now. You are right here. You are right now. As you breathe in, say, I am right here. And as you breathe out, say, I am right now. With any of your practice, stay in any pose for as long as you want. If it feels like you need to stay longer on one side than the other, then that's okay. Just focus on your breath. Focus on this moment, right here, right now. What sensations are you feeling in your body right now? What does it feel like to breathe in right now, in the position that you're in? Breathe in, hold it, breathe out. Make your way up, open your chest, put your hands down, put your palms down on the mat, and just really look up. Really open up your chest and focus on your breathing some more. Maybe look all the way up to the ceiling. Or maybe you're outside and you can look up to the sky. Slowly make your way back to all four. I want you to come to a seat and slowly make your way, laying all the way back into a fallen tree pose. I want you to bring your right knee all the way up to your chest. Maybe interlock your fingers and put them over the outside of your knee, and really pull your knee in. Stay here and just focus on your breaths. Pay attention to the sensations that are not so obvious. Pay attention to the sensations that you can't feel at all. Don't just pay attention to your right leg being pulled into your chest. What does the back of your head feel like? What does your left heel feel like rested on your mat? And when you're ready, take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, I just want you to twist over to the other side. So take your right knee and twist it up and over your body to the left side of your mat. And just stay here and breathe. Really pay attention to the sensations, not just the obvious ones. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on right here, right now. As you breathe in, you are right here. As you breathe out, you are right now. What is your body telling you? How does it feel? When you're ready, make your way back to center. Pull your right knee all the way back into your chest. And slowly lower it back down. Now bring your left knee all the way up. Hug it into your chest. How does it feel different? Remember to pay attention to the sensations that are not so obvious, just like you did on the other side. Does it feel different from one side to the other? Does it feel better? Or does it just feel different? Sometimes we associate better or worse when it's just simply different. Breathe in and exhale, twisting to the other side. Taking your left knee and twisting it over to the right side. Stay here and just breathe. This is your time. Does it feel much different on this side than it did on the other? Stay right here. Stay right now. If you get distracted, just welcome that mental distraction to your practice and continue to focus on the sensations that are happening right here, right now. It's okay to get distracted. We just have to stay focused. Take one more big breath in, and as you exhale, bring your leg all the way back to center. Hug it into your chest again. Take a couple breaths. Maybe you bring both knees up now to a happy baby. This is your time to really relax and feel your body after your practice. How does it feel to breathe in? How does it feel to breathe out? Stay right here. Stay right now. Maybe you want to bring your knees together and kind of rock back and forth. And when you're ready, I want you to lower all the way back into your final resting position. And I want you to just breathe. Now's the time for our final check-in. Let your body communicate with you. This is the time for you to remember that you are your body. There is no two separate entities. Your mind is your body, and your body is your mind. Feel the sensations that you're feeling right now. Take the time to think about those sensations. The sensations that are very obvious, like the back of your head touching the ground, or your shoulder blades touching the ground. Maybe they touch with more pressure at the center of your back than they do towards the outside of your shoulders. You can feel the way your lower back can barely feel your mat. But very close to that, you can feel that your butt is touching with much more pressure down onto your upper thighs, your legs. And you can feel that your calves are touching your mat all the way down to your heels. And just focus on your breath. Maybe feel the back of your hands touching the ground. Maybe the back of your hands are on a different surface than the rest of your body, and it feels different. Maybe your hands are touching on carpet. Maybe your hands are touching down to cold tile. Now focus on the sensations that you can't feel. Focus on the back of your neck suspended above your mat. Focus on the small of your back, the arch of your back. Can you feel the wind? Focus on the back of your knees and how they just barely don't touch the back. And focus on your Achilles tendon and how that just floats above. Maybe your heels are touching in the exact same spot on both sides. Maybe one leg opens up a little further than the other side. Maybe more of your ankle touches down on one side than the other. Feel the tips of your fingers just floating in the air. Sometimes we have to focus on those non-feelings. Sometimes we have to look into the places of our relationships, of our jobs, or whatever it may be. Sometimes we have to look into the non-feelings. We have to pay attention to the not so obvious things. Sometimes we have to look into the emptiness. And I think the more that we look into the emptiness, the more comfortable with that we become. The more we realize it's not really an emptiness at all. So as we continue to meditate, if you want to stay laying, I encourage you to stay laying. If you want to rise and have a seat in lotus position, let's continue to meditate. Let's continue to focus on the feelings that are not so obvious in this moment right now. Focus on breathing in. Focus on breathing out. How do your arms feel when you breathe in? How do your legs feel when you breathe in? Pay attention to the emptiness. Pay attention to the sensations that you're feeling right now. Pay attention to the temperature in the room and how that feels on your skin. Are you covered in sweat and now you're feeling maybe a little cool? Are you outside and is there wind blowing on you? Welcome all of your sensations. You are a powerful, wonderful, amazing human. And when you take time for yourself to roll your mat out and breathe and meditate so that you can feel more grounded or so that you can feel more connected, that is special. I hope that this has been a great practice for you. I like to end all of my practices by taking just a second and sharing my gratitude. So for this last little bit, I want you to verbalize all by yourself what you are grateful for. Say it out loud. Thank you so much for coming. Namaste.